Your response to what Minister Gwede Mantashe was saying tonight?
Well, I think it's about time that the country must confront the fact that we are faced with a huge crisis when it comes to the question of energy in the country and load shedding. And I don't have much of a comment to make, but I'm going to say one or two things. The first one, I think that the announcement tomorrow is consistent with the integrated resource plan of 2019 that bid window 5 will be announced. I don't think there's anything we should be alarmed about. It is in line with the integrated resource plan. But I'm not sure what is being addressed, because in that integrated resource plan to basically introduce bid window 5, there is an assumption that the energy availability factor will be at 75%. And as things stand, Eskom availability factor is around 65%. In other words, Eskom is not performing. And therefore, to introduce more IPPs into the grid and so forth is not going to change the fact that Eskom availability factor is supposed to be at 75 as the assumption of the integrated resource plan, and Eskom is performing at 65%. The fundamental question is, how is that going to deal with the crisis of load shedding? In fact, in our view is that even if the minister go ahead, this is to try to speak to voters. This is to try to inspire some confidence. But in concrete terms, you and me will continue to be confronted by load shedding.
Well, the minister is saying it will take time. You know, these renewable projects are announced. Sometimes there are glitches, and it takes months for them to get up and running. Our expert we were talking to was saying that the 6,855 megawatts, or whatever it is, that has been added through these renewable programs has made a big difference, even to where we are now.
Why are we on load shedding if these IPPs are making any difference? Why the country is in the dark? I am at home in the Eastern Cape. It is dark here. The whole day and night, there's no electricity, and that's it. So the elephant in the room, the current leadership of Eskom must perform or ship out.
All right, we have to leave it there. We've run out of time, unfortunately. I wish we could have really chewed on what Minister Gwede Mantashe said tonight, and definitely some contradiction there about the source of the problem between Minister Gwede Mantashe and Minister Pravin Gordhan. Also, however, trying to reassure South Africans that everything is being done to get those extra watts on the grid through solar, wind, all of those things that can augment the energy supplied by the coal power stations run by Eskom that are obviously failing left, right and centre.
Right. The minister also saying that looking forward to more competition and reduced price when they issue bid window 6. And today, of course, announcing 25 successful bidders with regards to bid window 5, saying that what remains now is for the financial aspects to be dealt with over the next 6 months, saying the financial close will be the milestone that allows them to sign the deal with these companies, but reiterating that there are no political shenanigans, no political players who have undue influence, saying that we must take into account that while these are going to help, they're not going to help now, it's over the next 12 or 18 months. So it is interesting. Numsa, they're saying that if it's part of the whole energy mix, it's good news, but it's still not making any significant difference. So that is the announcement by the Minerals and Energy Minister Gwede Mantashe as we await more news from other players. The Eskom saying state-owned entities saying that we are now down to lockdown level 3. Well, I suppose we should be breathing some sigh of relief.
Yeah, hopefully that will keep coming down. We'll keep following track of the excuses, the blame game, and the explanations around why we are experiencing such crippling blackouts. And that's a wrap from us. From the
Good night.